Testing. Good evening, councillors and members in the public gallery. Before we commence our swearing-in ceremony tonight, I'd like to invite my good friend, Josh Maguire, to conduct a Welcome to Country. Is it on?
All right. Exciting. Put in trust. There we go. But you could hear me anyway, could you? Yeah. And to put in trust into those who are elected to be on the council, to stand up for the community itself, and to work together as a unit, as a family of people coming together. For thousands of years, our people have occupied this land as we know it, and the understanding of our British that was actually standing there before us, who kept this country in line, in contact with their people, and the structure of Aboriginal law that actually overruled all Aboriginal groups. And to actually have that understanding of that structure, I believe would be really good that the City of Bayswater still implicates that as people coming together, as councillors coming together, in an understanding as one unit, one family, and working together for the better of the community. So Welcome to Countries have always been established since time began, since Mum and your God above, God of all living, gave us the rights to be living on this land. And so an understanding of that actual belief system and the way that we lived our life is very, very exciting to actually see the changes and that might be implemented into the new council. And I honestly, in my heart, believe that the City of Bayswater is my area, my homelands, and to see the new councillors coming out, it's a very, very great honour for me to be here tonight. So yarn by yarn wanju wajak buja, ngan buja, ngalaka buja, buja demangara mamangara buja. Hello and welcome to Wajak country, my country, your country, and our country. Lands of my grandmothers and grandfathers before me. Ngalaka jenanga nicha balapanyini nicha buja beriawa. So it's lovely to actually be here and to see the new bosses coming on board, to stand with them, stand amongst them, and make the changes for a better life within Bayswater. So ngalaka jenanga nicha balapawang in Porta Winwa, ngalaka mortwa tukaj morich kobarach, ngain buja, nunok buja. This is all our country, and as we walk this country, may we walk it strong in the unity of a generation that will make a change for a better tomorrow. So, in the song that I always do is frequently done in these doors, these walls, for our new citizenships, and it's a song of people coming together. Back in the dream time when our people came together, and right in throughout today's society, a unity of 14 different Southwest Aboriginal nations, believing in one nation. And I think this is very important that this council keeps that intact and works with Jeremy and Philomena for a better tomorrow. So, thank you. Wanare kanmalna Wanare kanmalna Wayugada Waningo Boyongora Waningo Wanare Kanmalana Boyongora Waningo Wanare Kanmalana Wanare Kanmalana Boyongora Waningo Boyongora Waningo Wanare Kanmalana Boyongora Waningo Wanare Kanmalana Wanare Kanmalana Boyongora Waningo Boyongora Waningo Wanare Kanmalana Boyongora Waningo. And that song's all about unity of the 14 different Southwest nations coming together. Our old men would sit around certain locations within Kings Park, Matagarup Bridge, and down in Vic Park, around 3 locations of 3 trees. They would sing the energy of their lives as magic men would, and place that energy from their body into these trees. And that's where the songlines of the whole of Australia was created. Who came out through here, the connections throughout not only Australia but also all throughout the world. So if we can all come together in unity and understanding and working together to make this a better place for tomorrow, for our next generation, our children, that is so important to us. So may God bless the council, the new elected ones, and may we just keep going forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. I'd like to welcome elected members, members of the public and staff to this evening's swearing-in ceremony for the councillors who were elected over the weekend. Following the swearing-in ceremony, we will commence the special meeting of council to elect the Deputy Mayor. Please note this meeting is being live streamed and Kirsten from our communications and marketing team will be taking photos this evening. I'd like to welcome Barry McKenna, Freeman of the City, who will be doing us the honour of officiating over the swearing-in of our elected members tonight. Barry is a former councillor and Mayor of the City and recipient of the Meritorious Service Award in 2003 for outstanding service to local government and has recently received the Order of Australia Medal for his dedicated service to the communities of Perth.
Thank you for that introduction, and thank you everyone for your welcome to country. I too acknowledge that this is Whadjuk Noongar land, and I pay my respect to elders past, present and emerging. Before I say any words, congratulations to our new councillors and returning councillor. It's a big thing to have the courage to put yourself up for election, and it's part of our democracy, and just let our city decide who's going to be here, and I'm sure the city continues to be in safe hands. So, having said that, could I please ask, oh, by the way, I was supposed to say good evening everyone, but we'll move on. Could I please ask Kayla Loiacono, Councillor for Central Ward, to come and make her declaration.
I, Kayla Loiacono of Bayswater, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Bayswater, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability. And will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Bayswater under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995. Declared at the City of Bayswater on Monday, the 20th of October, 2025.
Should I just sign up there?
Yes.
Congratulations, you're now officially a councillor.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Well done. Could Anthony Pittaway, Councillor for North Ward, please come to make your declaration?
Thank you. I, Anthony Pittaway of 1 Ashted Street, Morley, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Bayswater, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Bayswater under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995. Declared at the City of Bayswater on Monday the 20th of October 2025. Yep.
Congratulations, Anthony, you're now officially a councillor of the City of Bayswater.
Thank you. Thank you.
Could Ellie Peterson-Pick please come forward? Councillor for South Ward, and make your declaration.
Thank you. I, Ellie Peterson-Pick of Maylands, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Bayswater, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Bayswater under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995, declared at the City of Bayswater on Monday, 20 October 2025.
Congratulations, Ellie. You continue to be a councillor
Yeah,
of the
thank
City
you.
of Bayswater.
Thank you.
Could I please ask Cale Black, Councillor for West Ward, to come and make your declaration? Thank you.
I, Cale Black of Bayswater, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Bayswater, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly and with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Bayswater under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995, declared at the City of Bayswater on Monday, the 20th of October, 2025.
Congratulations, you're now officially a councillor of the City of Bayswater. Well done. Could I now please ask Donovan McDonald, Councillor for West Ward, to come forward and to make your declaration.
I, Donovan McDonald of 37 Wright Crescent, Bayswater, having been elected to the office of Councillor of the City of Bayswater, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully and honestly with integrity fulfil the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the code of conduct adopted by the City of Bayswater under section 5.104 of the Local Government Act. Declared at the City of Bayswater on Monday the 20th October 2025.
Congratulations, you're now officially a councillor of the City of Bayswater.
Thank you very much. Thanks very much.
To conclude, I'd like to thank Mayor Philomena Piferetti for inviting me here today, and to the council, I know you do a great job. For the new councillors, enjoy the time. I know it gets busy and it will get busy, but you'll get used to it, and I wish you all the best. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Barry, and warm congratulations to all of our new and re-elected councillors. That concludes the swearing-in ceremony. Councillors have been seated in their proper places alphabetically by ward in accordance with clause 8.1 of the City of Bayswater Standing Orders Local Law 2021. I will now commence the special council meeting. Good evening, councillors and members in the public gallery. I will officially open this evening's special council meeting at 7:03 p.m. Thank you for your attendance tonight. Thank you to Josh Maguire for conducting the Welcome to Country, and I too would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we are meeting, the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nation, and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. Item 3 is announcements from the presiding member. So I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate all of the elected members here tonight on their formal appointment as councillors of the City of Bayswater. I look forward to working collaboratively with my fellow elected members to deliver the best possible outcomes for our community. I'm proud of the strong partnership that has been built between the council and the administration, and I'm confident that by continuing to work in unity, we will shape an even better future for our community. Item 4 is attendance, and all councillors are present in the chamber this evening. Applications for leave of absence. Are there any councillors that would like to apply for a leave of absence? Councillor Pittaway.
Thank you, Mayor Piferetti. I would like to request a leave of absence from the 29th of October to the 4th of November.
Inclusive?
Inclusive.
Thank you. Councillor McDonald.
Thanks, Mayor. Yes, the October 25th to November 8th.
Inclusive?
Yes.
Thank you. Can I have a mover and seconder? Move Councillor Stowski, seconded Councillor Black. All those in favour? That's unanimous. We'll move on to item 5, disclosures of interest. Are there any interest from councillors to disclose? No. So we'll move on to item 6. It's public question time. So please note that public question times at a special council meeting must relate to the purpose of the meeting. So do you have any questions in regards to the election of the Deputy Mayor? No? So we'll now move on to item 7, election of the Deputy Mayor, and I will hand over to the Chief Executive Officer, who will be the returning officer for the election of the Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The election of the Deputy Mayor is the first matter that must be dealt with at the inaugural council meeting after an ordinary election. As the Chief Executive Officer, I will be the returning officer for this election. Nomination form has been circulated to all elected members seeking written nominations, and nominations may also be made at the meeting with the forms that have been provided for the councillors. Councillors may nominate themselves or another councillor if the other councillor accepts the nomination. So we have received nominations in writing from Councillor Latter. Councillor Pittaway has also nominated Councillor Peterson-Pick for the position of Deputy Mayor, and Councillor Peterson-Pick has accepted this nomination. Are there any other nominations from councillors for this? So before I close the nomination period, can I please make a final call for nominations? Are there any other nominations to be made? Okay, I will now close the nominations. So the presiding member, Mayor Pifferetti, has agreed to allow all nominees up to 3 minutes to take and make an address to council. Whilst the candidates are making their address, city officers will prepare the ballot papers and the candidates will be listed on the ballot papers in alphabetical order. So, Mayor, would you like to ask Councillor?
So can I please invite Councillor Latter to make her 3-minute address?
Thank you. Bear with me while I tell you a story. It's going to be a short one. My father worked for the Liberal Party with 2 different premiers, and he was a true believer. His father was a serious unionist, also a true believer, but in quite the opposite direction. For a good part of my life, they did not speak. They could not overcome their political differences. These were the political challenges I traversed from a young age, and my childhood was perhaps poorer for it, but I learned incredible skills and pragmatism. I got many of my values from my granddad Bill, but also so many from my dad, my business nous, my determination. They reconciled when I was a teenager, in no small part due to me. And I saw in that the power of bringing people together and the missed opportunities that came from not meeting each other where they were at earlier. Sadly, they are both past now, but from that experience, I have learnt how to help people build bridges over the biggest divides and come out to the other side, to everybody's benefit. And I learned my ability to see the person beyond the politics in a highly charged environment, because I had to. I'm sure everyone around the table can see the relevance of this story to our current situation. It is a time for bridges. This council has 4 new wonderful councillors and an opportunity to reset with a clean slate. We do not want more of the same. I am asking for the opportunity to help bring this council together to build our bridge, to bring my skills of collaboration, consensus building and relationship building to all of our work on council. A cohesive council can deliver for residents. We cannot continue as we have, but it takes particular skills to bring people together. They are soft skills, they are not often praised, but they deliver the outcomes. Some of you may not know this yet, but we have some incredible opportunities to discuss and negotiate for the district over the next 2 years and beyond, I'm sure. I have key skills to help bring us together on them, as well as my advocacy experience with a track record of actually delivering. I'm an extremely hardworking councillor who knows that all of this, all politics, is about relationships. Relationships with the community, with each other, and with other tiers of government. How can we build trust and collective hope and ambition for our district on council? How can we find common ground between ourselves to make progress, even if incremental? I'm sure, like many of you, we're very excited to learn the new priorities of our new councillors to help them navigate the system as they get on their feet. And that is the kind of deputy mayor I want to be: dedicated, knowledgeable and collaborative. Our residents deserve a strong and united council, and I know that I can bring that for you.
Thank you, Councillor Ladder. I'll now invite Councillor Peterson-Pick.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Firstly, I would like to congratulate our 4 new councillors. I think we have a great mix of people around the table with different backgrounds, skills and experience. During the last 2 years, I worked hard as the Deputy Mayor to bring elected members closer as one united team, despite the various differences, and focus on finding compromises and the middle ground on many issues. I spent the time to come up with alternatives and engage. I believe that overall the last 2 years have been much more positive than the challenges that we experienced beforehand. We know what is happening on some other councils around Perth, and as the Deputy Mayor, I will continue my efforts to listen to each one of you, engage one-on-one and better understand the different points of view. I'm proud of the inclusive nature of the way that I've done things, which benefited our city and I think has been very visible to our community. My track record on council demonstrates the practical way that I operate, focusing on tangible improvements for our residents in all parts of our city. Less waffling, more action. We have great communities and our residents in all suburbs are at large down-to-earth people. I spoke with so many of them over the years, from the south to the north. They want us as a local government to prioritise the things that are bothering them locally. And I don't think that they're asking for too much. They don't want us to be distracted with irrelevant stuff. As Deputy Mayor, I bring my 8 years of experience on this council, including helping to make hundreds of decisions and resolving many, many challenges along the way. I also bring my strong community work, relationships with various groups and clubs around the city, and 18 years of experience of working in the public sector in various policy roles, which included advising ministers and taking legislation through Parliament. I'm well familiar with the systems that we need to work with. The challenges before us are huge. We must ensure that we manage our finances well and strategically, progress with our projects and plan to deal with our many aging assets. And in parallel, we need to ensure that we preserve and improve our residents' amenity. I'm keen to help focus on our priorities and I will continue to support the Mayor and the City in the various tasks that we would need to attend to. In particular, as Deputy, I'd want to continue and increase our advocacy work. This year, I participated and represented the city in various meetings, including during the recent state election. It is my strong view that we should continue pushing for a fair share for our residents. As you know, I'm fully independent and work with everyone from all parties. They all know I just want the money to implement our agreed projects and plans. Our communities deserve more from the state and federal governments, and I will continue with the Mayor and the CEO to push for that. I hope to get your support. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor.
So elected members will be voting by secret ballot as if they are electors voting in an election. I've authenticated the ballot papers, which are in the prescribed form, as set out in regulations. Regulation 11B, Local Government Constitution Regulations 1998. Elected members will be asked to indicate their vote on the ballot papering using optional preferential voting schedule 4.1 of the Local Government Act. That means that there are only 2 candidates. Elected members will be asked to write a number 1 in the square next to the name of the candidate that you wish to vote for. So the Manager of Governance will now hand out the ballot papers and I'll now ask the elected members to vote. Please ensure that you do cover your votes so that they cannot be seen by the cameras. We are moving the cameras out, councillors, for this part of the council meeting as well. Yeah, so just place 1 next to the person that you wish to vote for. So the Manager of Governance will now come around and collect your votes in the ballot box. Please ensure that your ballot paper is folded so that no one else can see your vote. So the counting of the votes will be in accordance with Schedule 4.1 of the Local Government Act 1995. And I will now come down to the front to remove the votes from the ballot box with the Manager of Governance to assist me. Which one is this? Yeah. I need that assistance, thank you. Okay, first vote is for Councillor Latter. This vote is for Councillor Peterson-Pick. This vote is for Councillor Latter. This vote is for Councillor Peterson-Pick. This vote is for Councillor Peterson-Pick. This vote is for Councillor Peterson-Pick. This vote is for Councillor Latter. This vote is for Councillor Peterson-Pick. This vote is for Councillor Peterson-Pick. So we'll just check the votes. 6, 3. So I will now formally declare the results. The results of the election have been determined in accordance with Schedule 4.1 of the Local Government Act 1995. There were 2 candidates nominated in this election, Councillor Latter and Councillor Peterson-Pick. Councillor Latter received 3 votes. Councillor Peterson-Pick received 6 votes. I therefore declare Councillor Peterson-Pick as elected to the office of Deputy Mayor for a term of 2 years, ending at the start of the first meeting of Council after the local government's next ordinary election that will be held on the 16th of October 2027.
Congratulations, Councillor Peterson-Pick, on your election to Deputy Mayor. Could I please invite... Oh. Could I please invite Barry McKenna to officiate over the swearing of Councillor Peterson-Pick?
I'd like now to call Ellie Peterson-Pick to make his declaration as Deputy Mayor.
I, Ellie Peterson-Pick of Maylands, having been elected to the office of Deputy Mayor of the City of Bayswater, declare that I take the office upon myself and will duly, faithfully, honestly, and with integrity fulfill the duties of the office for the people in the district according to the best of my judgment and ability, and will observe the Code of Conduct adopted by the City of Bayswater under Section 5.104 of the Local Government Act 1995, declared at the City of Bayswater on Monday, 20 October 2025.
Congratulations, Mr Deputy Mayor.
Thank you very
Good
much.
on you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you again, Barry. This concludes the business of the evening, and I will close this meeting at 7:20 p.m. Thank you, everyone.